PSG in action against Inter Miami, the champions of Europe. 12-1 on. That means you've got to put $12 on to win $1. Inter Miami coming in at 5-1. Inter Miami then very much going into this tie as underdogs. Ahead of the tie, though, Alexis caught up with Fafa Picault.
Well, it also helps that you do get to share a locker room with the likes of Messi, with the likes of Jordi Alba, Busquets, etc. Just playing with them and kind of having that, heavy European names there, kind of like lower the level of intimidation going up against the PSG.
Yeah, I think in general as a group, when you have those guys, it makes things a bit easier. I think even players that are watching our team are going out in the tunnel against us, they see those names and it's like, okay. It's not a walkover, and we have some young guys and other guys as well that are ready to put out a fight, and we got some talent in the group and a lot of heart. So it's going to be a great match. I think if we come with everything and stay focused for 90 minutes, we can get a good job done.
Back to your RSL. Oh, no, I didn't even know Alexis was joining. Alexis, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I didn't know you were here. I was probably told and forgot. I'll start with you then. Stuff Nadem. Alexis, looking ahead to this tie, obviously Inter Miami go into this match as underdogs. Given that fact, have they got nothing to lose going into this tie?
Yeah, Dan, honestly, I was literally going to phrase it just like that. You're so brilliant. They have nothing to lose, really, but everything to gain. And after speaking to Fafa Picault and hearing Javier Mascherano in his press conference, they were just saying that they want to go out there and leave something on PSG, show that they can at least compete, not necessarily win, but compete with the world's best. They already know that they have surpassed some expectations in getting out of the group. They're the last man standing representing MLS, and they still do have some of that Messi magic that we know can pop up here and there, especially when he's needed. And he's the perfect person to have in their locker room when they're going up against PSG. Word is a lot of the players were talking about La Remontada, the one that we saw back in 2017 when Barcelona came back to beat PSG 6-1. Messi was there, Suarez was there, Busquets was there, Jordi Alba was there. They have been talking and sharing stories in that locker room. So there is some belief that they can at least leave something on PSG. But they are definitely not taken aback by the star-studded champions of Europe headlines that are going out there. They feel like they're good. They don't have the best record here in Atlanta, but they're at least hoping to make a good game of it.
Hope, I think, is all they're going to have, aren't they, Nadem? Because if PSG turn up, then there's only one team that's going to win this.
Yeah, with all due respect, I'm not buying that. I think trying to say that it feels all right, we'll be ready for it and so on and so forth is one thing to say, but another thing to be out there on the field against these are the Champions League winners. And I think what's really good about PSG in terms of the way that they play, it is about the 11. It's about the pressing from the front. It's about the fluidity in terms of how they attack. And it's just the speed, the pace, the energy that they have all throughout the team. So those assets really affect pretty much every team that they play against. But I think personally, this Inter Miami side, from a defensive standpoint, I just don't see how they stop them. I think if they were one of those MLS teams that was built to just be incredibly solid, people working as hard as they could, parking the bus type thing, then great. But I don't think a team that Messi's ever played for has ever had a bus to park. They've had his quality and other things around it. So with all due respect, I don't see it. And that's why the odds speak the way that they do. And I think if they are to leave a bit on Inter Miami, well, it's going to need to be a fast start, because otherwise, if PSG get into their rhythm, then it could be the longest 90 minutes that some of those players have probably had in their careers.
Could we talk 5 or 6?
It could be. This really depends on PSG. This doesn't depend on Inter Miami
But you got
whatsoever.
Inter Miami pink on.
Well, because I was feeling it, and then I saw the odds and wasn't feeling it anymore. One of the things that I think is important to point out is the fact that this game is being played in Atlanta in a dome. It's indoors.
Yeah.
So this idea of maybe the heat affecting PSG, not so much. So that's off the table. I do think that Inter Miami has something to lose in this match. For all the good things that they have done coming into this game, and while it is impressive that they got out of the group stage, and yes, they beat Porto, and as competitive as they were in the group, excellent. Now you've created expectations, and you're going to play against PSG, yes, the European champions. You have to be competitive, and you have to keep this game competitive, because if it is the way that you're talking, 5 or 6, and it's not competitive, then all that conversation about the growth, the development of Major League Soccer, catching up with the rest of the world, and then you see a game that is not competitive, then you see a game that it doesn't quite feel like these teams are on the same level of professionalism, then all those questions come back, and all those questions are rehashed. If I'm Inter Miami, I do think that I have something to lose. Everything to gain, of course. But I have to make sure this game remains at the very least competitive and that we give a good account of ourselves. And if nothing else, kick somebody. If nothing else, show some fight. And that's the problem where addressing what Nathan was saying there. I don't know that that's within this group. It's not what makes them a great team in Major League Soccer. It's not because they go around kicking people. In fact, their shortcoming is defending.
Alexis, before I let you go, give me a prediction.
Do you know what, Dan? As much as I want to give Inter Miami a small chance in this one, I'm going to say PSG 4-0. I honestly do not know how they're going to come out of this one, even with some Messi magic. I just expect Messi to be at the top looking frustrated and PSG hogging the ball. They'll probably have to try get something on the counter, but it ain't going to happen. PSG to win this one by a country mile.
And what's the thing behind you, Alexis?
That's the stadium, bud.
No, I know it's the stadium. What's it
The
on
thing
other,
behind me
like
is the stadium.
Halfway, like the halfway transformer behind you.
It's a work of art, Dan.
The hexagon. Work of art. Oh,
Wow,
is that what
well
you got
done.
for
It's
me,
a work
Nunes?
of art.
Yeah, that's it. All right, then. Barbecue tonight. What's famous in Atlanta? What's the food?
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken?
Oh, the food is fabulous.
Gus is famous for fried chicken.
Gus's famous fried chicken.
just
There
saying.
you are. Alexis, off you go. Go and take a look more of the architecture around. Just a reminder, all these matches stream live on DAZN as the round of 16 continues tomorrow. PSG taking on Inter, and then after that, Flamengo against Bayern Munich.